Doug hates candy wrappers screaming baby sticky seeds with 50 acid popcorn kernels in his teeth. There's still not one that he won't see, 'cause Doug loves movies.
Hey, everybody. My name is Doug, and I love movies. About movies! Yeah, just throw that extra one in there on the end. Oh, we got some donuts on the stage already. Some little mini donettis, and then whatever this is. Baked baker's box. 1 bake, 2 bake, 3 share. What does that mean? Does that mean these have weed in them? Because I was told that Vancouver, that the Couve wasn't that into edibles, or maybe you're into them, but they don't sell them in the dispensaries. Is that true? No, it's true, or no, it's not true. Yeah, it's interesting, right? You guys will figure it out. October 17th, woo! And we're coming to you from the Rio Theater in the aforementioned Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. It's Sunday, June 24th, 2018. And this is a very special event today. It's a Doug Loves Movies movie interruption combo. After, yeah, I mean, we'll see how you feel 5 hours from now. But after this Doug Loves Movies taping, me and my guests are going to stick around. There's going to be a break in between so you guys can get your smoke and your drink and whatever else you want on. And then we're going to regroup and do an interruption of the Twilight Saga Breaking Dawn Part 2. So if any of you have any responsibilities, like if partway into that movie you're like, fuck this, then by all means go ahead and take off. But I'm hoping everybody stays till the end. We'll definitely cut it off before the end credits are like 15 minutes long, because they credit everybody that had anything to do with the first 5 or all 5 Twilight movies. And my question for you now is: did anybody bring a Twilight-themed name tag? I know we have lots of name tags, but did anybody go the Twilight route on their name tag? I'm going to high-five all of you for not doing that. I thought that would happen. Let me see what you did bring, just briefly. Oh boy, there's lots of them. I love the Jaws turned into Josh. That's always good. Doug the Pug, and it's just a big pug face. Is that the pug from Men in Black, or just your dog? It's a dog. It's not even your dog. I don't fucking know this dog. Just some random dog. And then Navy Meals instead of Navy Seals? Neils, okay. You looked at it like, you were like, did I write meals? Navy Neils. Okay, I get it. All right, so there's lots of good ones, so we don't have to worry about that. My guests are going to have a tough time deciding. Doug plugs. Tuesday night, June 26th, Doug Loves Movies is back at the UCB Theater in Los Angeles. That's this Tuesday. And then next Saturday, June 30th, the people of Pittsburgh will be treated to a 420 Doug Loves Movies at the Rex Theater. For all my dates and deets and links, go to DougLovesMovies.com.
That's DougLovesMovies.com! Yeah! Vancouver!
Yeah, Vancouver! Van City, man! From the Corrections Department, it's the Bingo Long Traveling All-Stars and Motor Kings. I regret the error. Get it? Baseball error. Anyway. And the Chipotle, I call it Chipotle now because I heard someone mispronounce it as Chipotle, and it's Chipotle. The Chipotle gift card that Mark Norman put in the prize bag at the New York City show had $0 on it. He proudly announced that it had $20 on it, and the whole crowd applauded, so apology. I couldn't figure out who won the prize bag that night based on Twitter and stuff, so apologies to the prize bag winner. Because also at Chipotle, you go down the line and get all your shit. And then once they're rung it up, that's when you hand them the card and find out that it has $0 on it. That could be an embarrassing. It's bad enough you're at Chipotle. You don't need that to happen. Although I find it delicious, but I don't know if that means it's good. This show today is a benefit to Save This Very Theater. # Save the Rio. I assume that most of you have been here before and come here often. There's so many great things going on here. Tomorrow night they're going to do a double feature of both Deadpools, which I have. That's how I saw Deadpool 2 was in a double feature with the original Deadpool, and it's a really satisfying double feature. And then there's a Freaks and Geeks documentary this week. They're doing a couple of Grease sing-alongs. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know if I need someone loudly singing. There are worse things I could do in my ear. And then Blade Runner, the final cut, whatever that means, because, what's his name? Ridley Scott's still alive. He could still tinker with it a little bit more. And and also the great anime Akira. So all that's coming up just in the next week here at the Rio. So once again, # Save the Rio. We don't want this place to not be a theater anymore, because if it gets bought, then it's going to definitely be developed and turned into something else in this bustling, exciting neighborhood. And also, it was raining when you guys came in, but it stopped already. So that's another reason I have to thank you for being inside on a Sunday afternoon. Today's prize bag includes stuff that I was able to get through customs. It's all in a bag that I was in a hotel room I was in recently, and I was not a part of this event, but apparently it's something about America's health insurance plans. It made this lovely bag, so I was like, okay, I'll put the prizes in that sometime. We've got I saw SpongeBob SquarePants on Broadway, and so here's the program that they gave me. It's got a pineapple on the back, so you know it's true. You know it's real. I was in Columbia, Missouri recently, so I stole Inside Columbia magazine from the hotel room. Yeah, you might want to learn about Columbia. Probably third or fourth on the list of interesting places called Columbia in the world. I like it there. Oh, Flat Branch Pub and Eatery. That's not the whole name, but Flat Branch in Columbia. Shout out to them. It's delicious. John Hodgman, a friend of the show, his book Vacation Land recently came out on paperback, and he sent me a copy of that to give away. Got a sippy cup from when I saw Mean Girls on Broadway. And a T-shirt. You guys might know Seattle Radio. There's a morning show called BJ and Migs. They gave me one of their T-shirts when I saw them recently. And Doug Loves Movies sticker, SpongeBob SquarePants keychain, all of that, plus stuff brought by my three guests. Please give it up, everybody, for Dave Shumka, Graham Clark, and Ngaio Bealum.
Hello. Hello.
Hey, there was a Shumka out of an audience member. That's exciting. But let's meet them individually. Might as well start with Shumka. It's
Hi.
Dave Shumka, everybody.
Hi, Doug.
Good to have you back. It's been a minute. We were talking backstage. You did the show once in Seattle. You popped down there to.
Yeah, and as a Vancouverite, we listen to tons of Seattle radio. So I'm glad you brought that shirt or whatever.
You certainly get stuck with the Seattle TV stations, right?
We sure do.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Cairo 7.
I
Cairo
was-
7?
Cairo 7.
Yeah,
Como News?
King 5.
Yeah.
Como 4.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
KSDW.
So you guys know after Saturday Night Live, the NBC affiliate in Seattle had a show that went off the air a long time ago, but they still run it.
Yeah.
I was watching it last night.
Almost Live?
Almost Live. Yeah.
When I was a kid, they played it before Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, they would hold Saturday Night Live for half an hour.
Yeah,
and
I
I'd
didn't
be
know-
like coming through touring, doing comedy. I'd be like, fuck these guys.
I don't need these jokes about Tukwila. I don't know what goes on in Ballard.
It doesn't make me laugh.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But, and it was like, and my whole life, I didn't even know that Saturday Night Live wasn't on Sunday mornings.
Right.
Like, I was like, oh,
starts
geez.
at midnight. Yeah.
And we did a live podcast in Seattle, and they said you can have any. We'll try to locate any guest.
Seattle celebrity you can have, you want. And we were like, Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Yeah,
and they were like, no.
He's tough to get these days. He's like out there acting like he's a real scientist.
Well, we got the
'cause
guy,
No one will
the
listen
mom-
We
about-
got John Keister, the
John
host.
Keister from.
You did get him.
We
Yeah.
did. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I would have just gone right into that instead
Yeah.
of saying that he was second best.
Well, I mean,
We were talking about almost live. But so that guy still lives in Seattle and he's doing good?
yeah, he's teaches at the Art Institute. I don't know, this was 8 years ago.
All right. And then you also appeared on, we did a show at the Comedy Mix here in Vancouver, and I think you were on then once too, right?
I
Dave?
think so too.
With Harlan Williams, maybe?
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Yeah. All right. I've done so many of these that I'm happy when I can remember anything that happened. Let's also give it up for Graham Clark, everybody.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi.
Now, of course, I mean, it's hard to introduce people separately when they're the co-hosts of a podcast, but I'll tell you right now that they co-host Stop Podcasting Yourself. And that's been around for how long now?
10 years.
10 years.
Hey, I'm trying to
I
interview.
know, I
I'm
realize
interviewing
that.
Graham now. But 10 years. So, like, and this show's been around for 12. So we're really we're pioneers.
Yeah.
In the podcast game.
There was just fields and seeds.
Yeah.
And we were all given a plot of land
Yeah.
to grow our own podcast.
We were white people with a basement, and we thought, oh, we can make a podcast.
Yeah, I didn't even. Someone had to say to me, "Do you want to make a podcast?" And I said, "I'll do the talking part if someone else do all the rest." And then here we are.
Yeah, and we didn't know that each other was on the show today. we found out backstage when we saw each other. Hey, what are you doing?
Yeah, and you've gotten together to do episodes of your show 4 or 5 times since I asked both of you to do this.
Yeah.
So seems like you got a really strong bond. Sounds like you guys really get to know everything about each other when you see each other. No, it's all on the podcast, right? You just save it for the podcast.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're not going to talk about being on this show because I say keep it a secret that you're.
That's
gonna be
right,
on.
and we did.
Yeah.
From each other, even.
Yeah, that's why we keep
What
it
are
a
you
secret.
doing Sunday? I have a thing.
Yeah. Church thing.
Yeah. I don't
Church
know.
is going
How you
along.
doing?
We keep it a secret so that to get that big reaction that we got when you guys walked out here. And also to not get groans and sadness from the audience when Ryan Reynolds does not walk out here. There's 2 reasons to keep a guest a secret. But let's hear it for our third guest, Ngaio Bealum!
Hey! What's happening? Vancouver, how are you? You guys have really nice weed, so thank you. Already, I'm a fan.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
And it's like-
good weed and good public transportation. I'm
Vancouver has felt to me, because of the, Mark Emery and stuff, this
Yeah.
place has felt to me like weed has been legal for many years. And I can't believe now it's finally October 17th.
Right.
It's all going down.
We should come back up.
because the date's moved a couple times already. I hope it doesn't move again. Because if it moves into winter, fuck it, I'll see you in 2019. but if I could get a visit up here around October 17th, that'd be fantastic.
Oh, why not?
Yeah, right?
I'll come
We
with
might
you.
be
maybe
on
we'll-
the show. Who knows?
We might still have to save the Rio. Like, I don't know how long of a process this is going to be. I think they need to raise millions, and that's not going to happen today. So maybe.
Well,
I'll
we're
have
going to make a sizable
Doug.
dent.
Dozens. We're going to raise dozens.
We made a really big check backstage.
We just made one.
Yeah.
We're not going to fill it out, but we have one.
And it cost us most of what we raised to get that giant check.
And of course, Ngaio lives all over California, different spots. So what?
Wherever I lay my hat is my
Yeah.
home.
Why are you up here?
I'm up here for
currently?
the International Cannabis Business Conference, which is happening at the Sheraton Wall Center tomorrow. right? Because you guys are going to have legal weed. You guys know Canada imports or exports marijuana to Germany because Germany has a medical marijuana system, but they're not allowed to grow it. So you guys, Canadian weed is in Germany. I smoked some. It was pretty good. I just want you to know. You guys are international. Early adopters in the international legal weed smuggling game.
Yeah, my favorite strain is Ach Tang. It's the best one I could think of quickly. If I sit here and if I germinate on it for a while,
It couldn't be just Gut Scheisse?
maybe, yeah, maybe
Okay.
that'd be good.
Sure, why not?
But
I don't know any names of
I
weed.
know.
I'm trying to do something with purple Urkel, but
I mean, Kush seems pretty German.
yeah. I'll get back to you guys.
Yeah. Could someone print me out a list of weeds and of German words?
How do you say Blue Dream in German? Somebody here probably knows.
I think I should have maybe asked some guy to sit in between the stop podcasting yourself guys. They're gonna just start riffing with each other like they got their own show again. So Dave, what did you bring for the prize bag today?
Oh boy! Well, if the audience reaction was any indication of how excited people will be getting about this, it's a Stop Podcasting Yourself T-shirt.
Yay!
This features me and Graham on our city's coat of arms.
Yeah, and that's one size fits someone.
One size fits large.
Yeah, if you're
And the other
large.
thing I brought was this shirt. It has a quote from my favorite movie. I am Queens Boulevard.
Wait, Vince says that in the Entourage movie?
No, he says it in the show, but the movie Queens Boulevard is my favorite movie.
The fictional movie.
So it's a quote about your favorite
It's the movie from season 2 of Entourage.
Aquaman?
Aquaman was season 3. Let's see, what was season 4?
Wow, you're like deep in the
Season
You should have a
4, they were
podcast
thinking
about
maybe
Entourage.
doing, what did he dropped out of Matterhorn.
Yeah.
So Jake Gyllenhaal could do it.
I thought of a
And
great.
then he did Medellin.
And then he did Medellin
Yes.
with the same director as Queens Boulevard.
Here's a great idea for a podcast. No one talks about Entourage, and it's called Non-Tourage. It's the only thing you can't bring up.
That's an impossible podcast.
That's way better than LeBron Tourage.
I like that too, though. Does he have one? Is that have you heard that before?
He will now. You just put it in the universe.
Yeah, get it out there. But he seems like he could walk around by himself and be cool.
LeBron Tourage?
Yeah, LeBron.
I think it's a spontaneous generation of Tourage when LeBron walks in, right? He can just ready a simple one from whatever, like
Right.
nanites in the air. Just show up.
I get it.
No, nanites? No technical?
I'm trying to keep up with the different entourages.
Prawntourage would probably be the next.
There's two. There was
Shrimp convention.
Oh yeah, shrimp convention.
that'd be good.
Come join our entourage. That's actually not a
That was
bad
actually,
slogan
they
for
were
a
going to
shrimp
call
convention.
District 9 that.
District 9 too, the Prawntourage.
Yeah.
One of them gets famous.
I liked that show a little bit in the beginning, and then for some reason watched every episode, even though I was just hating it more and more as it went on, and
So,
getting
like-
more and more irritated that the four guys in the movie, or like the main guy Vince, he's supposed to be a movie star, and he's played by an actor who can't even get big movies during the breaks from Entourage. Like he was Anne Hathaway's boyfriend in Devil Wears Prada. Was like the biggest thing that happened while he was making that show.
One time in the summer when the movie came out, my brother and I went to a theater just to get air conditioning, and we saw the Entourage movie, and he had never seen an episode of Entourage, and I didn't tell him it was a TV show. So when he sat down, he was like, why the fuck is this? What is this story?
Yeah, really. Like people complain about Infinity War not catching you up to who all the characters are, but Entourage really didn't give a fuck if you had any idea. And then that's, of course, why it probably didn't make any money, because it was a comedy movie with no laughs in it,
Yeah.
and characters you did not already love.
And it was just full. It was full of cameos that were just like 2015 to a T.
Right,
Yeah.
and they would just walk through. They'd be like, "I'm mad at you," and then walk away. Like they never actually did anything.
Yeah.
Like the cameos were like, "Well, I'll come by if I can be there for less time than it takes to shoot the scene."
Yeah.
Like if I could just run through the movie.
Get
And
that
Mark
shit in one
Wahlberg-
take.
he just plugged 7 projects he was working on in the movie. He's like, as long as I can plug my shoe store
and
my and Wahlburgers, and he did in the movie.
I love that you called that his projects. His products. He became to plug his products. What do you got for speaking of product, what do you got for the prize?
How'd you know? I think I left it in the green room. I have a box of pre-rolls from Grizzlers Canada. It's very nice.
Did we decided to skip, Graham?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking to me. I was excited.
No, I was trying to look around you, but
I gotta
Doug.
move my chair because I'm constantly looking around. Here we go.
now you're going to block
You
Dave.
gotta move it into like a semicircle. Here we go. Yeah, there
12
we go.
years, and I've insisted on a straight line every show. If I'd only known about the semicircle. People like to think, the audience likes to imagine that we're around a fire.
Yeah.
Just talking about movies and playing games. So, sorry, Ngaio,
brought a ukulele?
finish your description of what you brought. You brought weed? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I brought a box
Okay.
of pre-rolls, 5 pre-rolls from Grizzlers Canada. You have to be at least 19.
I think they had to at least be 19 to get in here.
Oh, well, there it is then.
Yeah. That's the drinking age here? Oh, man,
That's
I
the
wish I had a
everything
DeLorean. That's the everything age.
drinking,
That's when
driving,
you
and
can
time
become
travel.
president of Canada. Okay, so what do you got, Graham?
I got a vintage, very good condition Mad Magazine from 1979. The fold-in has never been done. It's never been folded in, so you'll be the first.
Oh, pass that down here.
Virgin fold-in.
Pass all the stuff down here, actually. I got to get it all collected.
I left it in the green room. I'll get it for you, I promise.
All right. Yeah.
promise.
And I don't think we're going to be hanging around outside
I'm easy to spot.
in between shows. So the prize winner will figure out where we're at and come get it. But yeah, this Mad Magazine is pretty cool.
It's pretty sick.
Yeah, I might keep it.
Some of those jokes are clearly from 1979 as well.
Yeah, I'm just a huge fan of that Superman movie and Christopher Reeve as Superman. So
Yeah.
that'd be fun to read.
We're
that.
going to take a quick break while Doug skips.
Doug reads movies.
Doug reads movie parodies. I am Frodo and I've got the ring.
What the? I've heard of bulletproof vests, but a bulletproof chest? Let me out of here.
Well, it took all night, but it was worth it.
That was a good reading. Thank you. We'll be in touch.
All right, so all that's in the prize bag, and then I have one question, maybe two, that I like to ask all my guests on every show, and we'll start with Dave Shumka. What was the last motion picture you saw in any format? It just has to be the most recent.
Doug, it was a movie called Borg versus McEnroe.
Okay, listen. ESPN doesn't count. 30 for 30 or what is this a real feature
It
film?
stars Shia LaBeouf as John McEnroe.
What?
Yeah.
First that Gotti movie snuck up on me, and now this. How are they putting out these movies with
Yeah.
big stars? I haven't even heard of it.
It's
Who plays the other guy?
some Swede.
Oh, so it's like Bjorn Borg.
Yeah.
I thought it was like a weird science fiction.
Yeah, it's
I was like,
Star
wait,
Trek
I
The
never
Next
heard of this. Was this
Generation
in the
crossover.
80s when McEnroe was
When
hot?
McEnroe
It
versus
was like a
the
Shaq
Borg.
movie?
Yeah.
Right. Looks like a Terminator
I'm
tennis
gonna get
tie-in.
assimilated? You gotta be kidding me.
Right. Come with me if you want to serve.
Yeah, he just looks up into the heavens and screams, "In!" instead of "con." Okay, so, and is it any good?
Yeah, it's fine. Like, since we last saw each other, I've had 2 kids, so I just see dad movies now. Like, I've only seen 2 movies this year, and the other one was The Post.
You didn't see Coco or?
No.
Yeah, when you say dad
scary.
movies, we assumed movies you'd watch with your kids, but you've seen 2 movies where your kids were busy.
Yeah. My
And
kids-
they
my
were-
kids-
This movie is just for daddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were those 2 movies.
Yeah.
Interesting choices by an interesting man.
Thank you. So yeah, the thing is, Bjorn Borg's real intense, and he's got to keep the temperature in his room a certain temperature. That's it. That's the whole movie.
Wow.
What's the temperature? Don't hold us in suspense.
Oh, you're right. Cold.
Cold. He likes it cold.
Did you ever say to yourself, I can't wait for this to be Wimbledon? I will take that groan.
Any reaction.
I will take anything for my efforts. Graham Clark, last movie you saw.
Last movie I saw was late last night, a movie by a Canadian guy called Frank D'Angelo. Who, if you don't, do you know Frank D'Angelo?
I don't think I do.
He's this guy. He's kind of like our version of the guy that made like The Room. He's like kind of an insane. He somehow gets these movies bankrolled.
Does the audience?
Do you guys know Frank D'Angelo?
Do you remember
Not many of
an
them.
energy drink called Cheetah Power Surge?
That was him. That's where he got all his money to make these crazy movies. And he has like actual famous actors. And James Caan was in this one. It's called Sicilian Vampire. James Caan is in it. Paul Sorvino's in it. Daniel Baldwin's in it. And it's crazy. He only does one take per, he shoots the whole thing in a week. And sometimes you can tell that the dialogue that needed to get out didn't. And so you're like, what was that scene about? But he doesn't have any footage to cut away to. And it's about a mafia guy who gets bitten by a vampire bat. Becomes a vampire. They try to kill him. He comes back for revenge. I don't want to spoil the ending. But at one point, he beats a man to death with his own arm. So, rips off the arm, beats him to death with it. And,
I was going to say, normally you'd beat somebody with your own arm.
as a rule of thumb.
The man's right, you can't beat a man with an arm bigger than your thumb, I think that's the rule of thumb.
So who's it's just an unknown playing the guy that gets bitten, or is
No, it's Frank D'Angelo.
he's the star.
Directs and stars.
So
he's
then-
very Tommy Wiseau about it.
Yes, and
Yeah.
and in the credits, if you stick around to the credits, it's like a high school film where it's like produced by Frank D'Angelo, directed by, and the soundtrack's all by him as well. Him singing, he sings all these Torch songs and covers, and it's him singing, and then he puts out a soundtrack album that comes with it.
Is he a good singer?
No, it's all very bad.
Is he here today? Because people seem tense. Is he really in the mafia? I have so many questions.
Right. That movie grossed $8 billion overseas.
And, so how can people in in the real world see this movie?
Yeah,
Like, how'd you get it?
It was
From a guy.
That's what I mean. Did you buy
It
it?
fell off the back of a truck. Why do you want to know?
It was on a movie channel that I have, but he just last week premiered his new movie, which is about a stand-up comedian called The Joke Thief, and it premiered in Markham, Ontario, and anyway, so that you can get it online. You can get all of his movies online. Frank D'Angelo, if you really got some time to kill. Cannot recommend him.
Doug comes up here and he's like, oh, it's the beginning of summer. They're going to want to talk about summer movies. And we're like, bad Canadian one and an old sports movie.
I'm willing to hear about anything, especially these ones that sound avoidable.
Yeah.
Like you're giving everybody good tips on what not to see. But let's check in with Ngaio. What was the last movie you saw?
Hotel Artemis.
For reals?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so some people are cheering.
Jodie Foster.
I love the cast.
International treasure.
Jeff Goldblum and Dave Bautista. But what is your take on it?
I thought it was,
without giving anything away.
I thought it was pretty good. I thought they did I thought their take on the near future was very acceptable and very interesting. For instance, the police force is like a private business. The Pro Shield, which I thought was kind of cool. Mm-hmm. Sterling Brown's an excellent actor.
Oh,
Jodie
yeah, that guy's
Foster
great.
is freaking great in it, and Drax is cool, and Jeff Goldblum is cool, and there were a couple of things I was like, but overall, I give it like a solid B+. It was great.
Yeah, I heard it's
recommend
very
it.
violent.
It's the 21st century.
Okay.
Right, the
Gotta
Walking Dead. Into the
expect that.
Badlands and The Walking Dead is on TV.
Okay.
It's not. I didn't think it was more.
Well, that's
than
the thing.
John Wick 2.
That's what's so funny is Walking Dead on TV is like watching an R-rated movie with commercials.
Oh, my
Like
God.
it's so violent.
Right.
And what was the other one you compared it to?
Into the Badlands.
Oh, yeah,
I don't know if do you guys have that here in Canadian?
Yeah.
It's the best kung fu movie. It's the reason why I get mad when I have to watch Iron Fist. because Into the Badlands is, if you like the kung fu type shit, that's the shit.
Why do you have to watch Iron Fist?
I don't, but I'm trying to maintain continuity so I can follow the whole thing. But he is clearly not the defender of Kunlun that he should be.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Everybody defend Kun Lun. Whatever it is, defend it.
No matter what you have to.
Please defend the Kun. And the Lun. Don't forget the Lun. Okay, so...
What about you?
Oh, thanks for asking.
Hey, man, we're friends.
It's always so hard for me to remember.
Surprise.
Yeah, because what was I watching? I was watching something in the hotel room. I like watching when they show a movie on TV in Canada. Like I was watching the Comedy Channel here one time, and they were showing Dax Shepard's Hit and Run, and they leave in all the swearing.
Do all the cuss words.
They leave it all in,
TV.
and then you're getting really used to watching a movie and they're cussing, and then they go to a commercial break.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, it's a little startling, but I prefer it over the fucking.
It's a culture shock thing with the bleep.
I prefer it
melon
over
plucker or whatever they.
Yeah,
try
when
to-
they put in those fake words. Although Edgar Wright goes out of
Mickey,
his way.
Ficky, you.
Yeah, Edgar Wright goes out of his way to put in words that are like a funny change. I mean, they're still not great, but at least it's like the person who wrote it in the first place gets to decide what they say, what the clean version's going to be.
Fair enough.
But yeah, most of the time it's like Scorsese movies. It's so annoying. Like I don't know why Martin Scorsese allows that to happen.
Did you meet my wife?
Meet my wife.
That's a Mark Pitta. That's Mark Pitta's bit. Did you meet my? What do you want me to say? That I met your wife? I met your wife. It's not mine. It's not my.
Hey,
joke,
this
but-
is a version
but it's just-
everyone can enjoy.
Yeah, right.
I don't know why he's so angry, but like you just can't even meet her. Holy shit! What happens if you fuck her? He was really mad about a meetup.
He's going to be really upset when he finds out about that.
You know my wife in the biblical.
So yeah, I still haven't answered your question sufficiently because I
Surprise.
I because I
Stoned
watch
and Rambly,
movies all
Doug?
the
Really?
time. Yeah.
I had no idea that you did that.
Yeah, but I saw something.
Okay, we can leave it at that.
I saw something recently.
the sign.
What? Don't come in here with your Ace of Base references.
So why you ask me?
Where's Ace of Base from? Are they Canadian?
They're Swedish.
Swedish.
Like
Fuck 'em.
Bjorn Borg.
Yeah.
They're as Swedish as the
I wonder
day
how
Borg.
cold they keep their rooms.
Oh, boy. Anna Fried keeps her room at like a 18. Anna Fried is, of course, from ABBA, not
Oh yeah,
Ace of Base.
we all assumed you had the right name and also didn't care.
Both.
Everyone was completely on board, but I mean, you guys sort of, I thought you might have, seen American product recently, because my next question was going to be, and I'll start on this one. What's a Canadian movie that's, specifically a Canadian movie? What's one that you can recommend that you really like? I'm super into comedy, so mine's The Sweet Hereafter. But what do you?
a minute.
What do you guys think, Dave? Do you have a favorite?
I would guess my favorite might be Fubar,
Yeah, Fubar.
Okay.
which is about these bangers. It's
I've heard of that.
It's a mockumentary about these burnouts,
Okay.
and it's real funny. From 15 years ago.
Okay.
Only comedy recommendations, or
No,
just
anything. Yeah.
There's a really great one called Hardcore Logo. That's about it's about a punk band that reunites and travels across Canada, and it's a guy named Bruce McDonald made it, and it's great. It's great. It's very. You think they're like a real band. It's so well done, and they're not a real band, but it's.
Is Bruce McDonald from Kids in the Hall? Or is
No,
that
McCullough.
McCullough. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And Kevin McDonald.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But if they got married,
Confusing. Yeah. They got married and made that movie.
yeah.
I like that. Do you know a Canadian movie, Ngaio?
Strange Brew.
Yes, of course.
We also would
I
have
still say
accepted.
it's a beauty, eh?
We
I
also
still say
would
that
have
just in
accepted
regular-
Porky's.
Yeah,
Porky's?
Porky's is probably.
Is that Canadian?
Porky's was like the biggest grossing Canadian movie for
That's
20
Yeah,
years.
Bob Clark, who
Hilarious.
directed that and lots of other things, he was Canadian.
And it was only replaced by Air Bud. That was the big took over as the all-time highest grossing. Still stands to this day.
If I'm
Air
answering honestly, and also just off the top of my head, I'd say my favorite Canadian movie is Goon.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Goon's
yeah.
great.
Sean William Scott.
Yeah. And they just made Goon 2's on Netflix now. I haven't watched it yet, but I'm going to watch it because I like the first one so much.
The second one's good too.
There you go.
Yeah.
Last of the Enforcers, if we're going full title,
Oh, God.
which we will soon because it's time for me to say, turn it off, Bert. Let the games begin.
It's such a chill crowd. I feel like everyone should come up and say their favorite Canadian movie, too.
Yeah, we'll just form a line up one staircase. They just say the movie, walk off the other side.
It's like some sort of weird Doug communion.
I love it. God, that would be torture to listen to. 100 people
what's that
naming
one,
their
eh?
favorite Canadian movie. Let's just do this. Everybody, at the count of three, just yell out your favorite Canadian movie. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I love that one.
Yeah.
That is a good one.
I didn't know that was Canadian.
That was
'cause
so
Samuel L.
Canadian of
Jackson's
many
in
of you to not participate in that game. Too nice to yell out even when asked. Okay, so they got name tags.
Right.
Gentlemen, go pick one. Just go grab the one you want to play for, bring it back to your seat. While you do that, we'll do this. We'll be right back after these words. Hey, who wants more Doug Benson road dates? You do? Okay, great. I'm going to be in Columbus at the Funny Bone doing Doug Loves Movies at 4:20 on Saturday, July 7th. And then the next day, July 8th, I'm doing a 4:20 stand-up show at Go Bananas in Cincinnati, followed by an 8 o'clock Doug Loves Movies in Cincinnati. So go bananas and get tickets to both of those shows. And then, of course, I'm doing an annual Dabs Day show on July 10th. This year, the lucky city is Ann Arbor, Michigan, where I'll be at the Ann Arbor Comedy Showcase. And then on Saturday, July 14th, Doug Loves Movies returns to the Wise Guys Comedy Club at the Gateway in Salt Lake City at 4:20. All of these shows have great guest books, schedules permitting. Back to the show. All right, we're back. We did it. Let's start with Dave. What kind of name tag you got there?
This is a big one. It's made on poster board.
Why are you asking us?
It says it's a Max world, so I'm guessing that it's from someone named, I don't know, Lucy. And it's got some Smarties, which is a Canadian candy, and it's got Reese's Pieces, which is...
We have Smarties in the States too, but it's a different candy.
Yeah, what you call Smarties, we call Rockets.
Rockets.
Much better name.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And then Reese's Pieces.
Yeah, and...
Those are the same no matter where you go.
Yeah, that's an evergreen.
Yeah.
And so I'm guessing Maxine.
Maxine.
Oh, la la.
Yeah, and she's got lots of previous guests on the show, none of whom are here.
Yeah.
Are on that name tag.
Oh, if only John Hamm had made the flight. Oh, boy. Like, compared to
Traffic
my face,
in L.A. was
oh, boy.
terrible. He really wanted to come, but he couldn't make it.
happens.
All right, yeah, so you can just throw that down on the
Well, I'm
ground
gonna-
face up so that I can refer to it on occasion. And also, you never know when it's a mad world might be. Well, can't see that at all. I just meant just put it down on the ground in front of you.
in front of me.
Yeah, then I know that's your name tag that you picked.
In front of you.
Yeah, Graham?
I don't know what the name is. Who is this?
It's a name tag without a name?
Well, it's got
They wrote
my
a bunch of
name
shit on it.
Yeah, it's got my name and it's got Let the Games Begin. It's got your name on it. It says Bert, turn it off. It's got all sorts of names, but not.
You spell Clark with an E?
No.
I didn't think so. They did.
Yeah.
So this person is really fucking up in every which way. What's inside the box?
Donuts.
Don't look in the box!
Yeah.
Donuts and Gwyneth Paltrow's head.
All right, so does the guy want to share a name?
Real reluctant.
Brian. Oh my God, this witness relocation
didn't even
program
bring
is
it.
not going to work out for me.
And this also was something that he won at a giveaway at a show that I hosted. So that's why I was drawn to him, because he's like, you gave this to me. And I was like,
So
I
he's
guess I have
he's
to.
regifting.
Yeah.
He gave you mouse ears?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Brian. I'll try to remember your name's Brian, but if I don't, I'll just call you Donut Box. And Graham, could you flip that box open so that I want to be able to see the donuts and have easy access to them when I want to throw them at people. and this is a long show, so people are excited. Excited to get fed. All right, Ngaio, what do you have?
I have Alice Sun in Wonderland, and it's got Doug as a Cheshire cat with a big fat doobie right there. But really, the deal is it's got peanut M&Ms, which are like my favorite snack, and it's also got caramel M&Ms, which I will give away. I'll put it in the prize bag.
Oh
to
yeah,
go
let's
with
do
the
that.
weed.
Here, tear that off of there. And but you keep the other
But these
ones.
are for me.
Yeah, I like
Right?
that. That's a good plan. She did not put a shithead on the back, so we will consult with her.
And then someone else
If and
handed me a
when-
bag of apparently medically infused gummy candies.
Oh,
So
all right.
find me after the show.
Why? What's going to happen?
You'll see.
Okay, so that's who you guys are playing for, and
We're all going to Tim Hortons.
I got clarification on the what's this box that ended up on stage. It's all the ingredients
Right.
to make your own edibles, and it's called Baked Baker's Box. And thank you for bringing that for us. You have to supply your own weed and your own.
You supply your own weed butter
Eggs.
and eggs.
Eggs.
And it's
Yeah.
like is it like a box of the month?
Eggs aren't illegal, or they're not legal in Canada
Yeah.
till November. So
Yeah. There's going to be a month when weed's legal and eggs are illegal.
it's gonna be a weird month.
Yeah.
A lot of weird smuggling.
weird black
We
egg
rough
market.
up our eggs
I
at
mean,
the border.
eggs are pretty easy to smuggle, trust me.
You have to relax
Yeah.
Yeah.
and sit really still.
Yeah. I can get about a half dozen.
Amateur.
I just rough mine up and then wear them across the border. That's a good news joke if you follow the news.
Okay, you don't have to filibuster. I'm ready to. I'm ready to continue.
You know, we're just so we're so afraid of these games.
Just so afraid of silence.
Well, plenty of it tonight.
Is it better than being used to it, Doug?
How do
There
you
it
feel
is.
right now?
Apparently,
You got your answer right there.
We got the
It
answer.
never feels
It's
great.
like they all ate 3 edibles each.
You ate 7. I can hardly finish a sentence without you starting to talk.
Damn.
Well, I don't want it to keep happening.
Let's just
but
start the game then.
Good call. It's a good. Give him an example of it immediately. But go back and listen if you get a chance, because you do it every time I speak since we got out here. Let's start with a game called Live, Die, Repeat. Here's how it works. I'll say a movie title. First one of you that repeats back the full correct title. That lady's running to the restroom because she knows how dumb this game is. The first person who repeats back the full correct title is the winner of this game. And it's, of course, between the 3 people on stage.
Do we have to...
Questions?
Yes, sir.
How is this still a game?
Do we have to wait for you to finish?
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, as soon as you think you know it, just blurt it out, but it's got to be accurate.
Exact title.
Yeah.
How many guesses do we
I'm
get?
going to say it slowly, as many as you want. But no more questions.
But just yell it out, yes? Just yell it out, okay.
Anytime we feel it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's,
Rogue One.
That's
Doug.
the idea. See if you can get to it first. That's his pre-guess, Rogue One. Any other pre-guesses?
Oh, shit.
Rogue One.
The
Why would you
Incredible
guess
Burt
the same?
Wonderstone.
Oh, that is a good one to go. The Incredible...
Burt
Edible
Wonderstone.
eggs. Oh.
Burt Wonderstone. Okay, here we go. Look good, feel good. The
Incredible bird undertone. Bird undertone.
Incredible burnt
about a guy who
undertones.
tans.
Yeah.
The burnt undertones.
The
Incredibles 2.
Twilight
The Twilight Zone, the movie? The Twilight.
Saga.
The Twilight Saga Burning Bread, or whatever it's called. The Twilight
Twilight
Saga. The Twilight Saga
Saga.
Genesis. The Twilight Saga Breaking
Breaking-
Dawn Part 2.
That's it. That's it.
Nice. What did you say, burning bread?
Yeah.
I just love playing a game where two of you were not sure of the name of the movie we're about to watch.
We're gonna watch a movie.
Yeah. Well, not for the listeners
Oh.
of this podcast won't be privy to that part of it.
I'm
That's
glad I'm
gonna
going to
be-
watch a movie so I have something to talk about on a podcast.
Yes, if you come right back on, if you don't see any movies until I see you again, we could talk about how the last movie you saw was it. It might make you not want to watch movies anymore.
If the Sicilian vampire didn't do it, nothing will do it.
All right, so that means that Dave gets to go first in our next game, and it's something called Whose Tagline Is It Anyway? So this is one at a time. I'll start with Dave, then I'll go to Graham, and then to Ngaio, and I will say the tagline of a motion picture. And if you get one guess, if you can guess it correctly, then you win a point, and then eventually I'll say, okay, that's enough.
And I get as many guesses as I want, right?
No, just one
Okay.
guess each, as I just said.
All right.
Per my last email.
I only read the subject of an email. I don't bother with the content. Okay, so this is how it works. I'll say it to you, Dave. You get a guess. If you don't get it, then we'll move on to Graham. He gets to guess on the same movie. If you get it, then we'll move on to a different movie for Graham. All right. What movie had the tagline? And no audience help, please. And get those M&Ms open because the fucking crinkling is going to drive me crazy right into the microphone. Is that theater on fire?
I love that I have Reese's Pieces and you have peanut M&Ms sitting, and Graham, the most allergic man in the world, is right between us.
Hi, everybody.
You're allergic to pieces?
Yeah, mostly.
Allergic to M's? I'm allergic to the letter M. Get that away from me. All right, Dave, you're going to start us off with what movie had the tagline, Nothing Will Be the Same?
I mean,
Really descriptive.
yeah. Boy.
Could be a lot of movies.
Sex and the City 2.
Okay, if you're just going to joke around.
Well,
Graham?
Nothing will be the same, so it's about a movie where something's different. And nothing could be more different than the movie Mannequin 2.
Full title?
I don't know, is that not? Is that...
No, it's Mannequin on the Move. Because in the first movie, she was stuck on a pole the whole time.
I've been
What a
there.
horrifying film.
All right, Ngaio?
Avengers Infinity War?
Oh, that's a interesting title for that.
Wasn't
movie.
that in the no?
Tagline
Okay,
for the
I
movie.
guess I
I
was
mean,
off.
it might be something similar to
Yeah.
that. It's not the best tagline for a movie that's not the best movie. That's from the first Twilight movie.
Oh, boy.
Very first Twilight.
I really didn't do my Twilight reading. for
Nothing
this.
will be the same. All right, we'll start
Including
with
your
you.
opinion of the people who made this film.
We'll start with you, Dave.
Yay.
It all begins with a choice.
I'm going to guess Twilight 2, Doug.
No. It all begins ... Maybe I should have said that to Dave.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Can I go again?
That probably threw you off. It all begins ... with a choice.
The ... movie.
No, that was it.
That was it.
That's
Sure,
all your
fine.
guesses. Graham?
Sophie's Choice.
Now, see, that seems like very obvious.
That movie ends with the
Yeah.
That's the problem there. So this movie is a movie where someone decides which of their children they're going to stay with at the very beginning.
And then it's a rom-com.
And then you just don't know what's going to happen.
And the rest of the
Kids
movie,
reunite the parents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the rest of the movie, she's like, oh, I picked the wrong one.
What was I thinking?
This kid's a real handful.
Shows the other one starting their own business.
Oh, I don't think that's how. No.
Okay, so what do you think it is, Ngaio?
It starts with a choice.
It all begins with a choice.
Begins with a choice.
It all begins with a choice.
Ooh.
Noise.
What's the one? No, I don't. Shit, 50 Shades of Grey. I don't know.
No, this is the Twilight Saga Eclipse. Number 3 in the series.
Oh.
Did you think there were going to be a bunch of 20-year-old girls on the panel, like when you put?
No, that's why it's fun, because you're going to miss every time.
No. Theater of cruelty.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. Dave? This one, this tagline is, the next chapter begins.
Oh, I think this is probably a prequel. Let's see. Okay, Twilight, bending, Twilight, spinning yarn.
Graham?
It is Twilight for sure. Twilight. What is it? The next chapter begins.
Yeah.
Yeah. Twilight book club. I don't know any of the subtitles. Anyways, that's my guess. Twilight book club.
Okay.
It's all blanking blank.
Twilight, bestiality versus necrophilia.
Versus the Borg.
But the Swedish one, not the robot.
That, of course, is the second one in the series, the Twilight Saga New Moon. New Moon.
Yes.
All right, so Dave,
Uh-huh.
you can do this. I think you can do this. The tagline is, forever is only the beginning.
Boy, Twilight. You know what? I'm going to go off the board on this one. Let's see. Harry Potter and the Magic of Capes.
I wish one of the Harry Potters was called The Magic of Capes. or Harry Potter, Cape Fear. Graham?
The thing is what?
It doesn't matter.
I mean, I don't want to hold your hand too much on this, but we've
Yeah.
established they all start with the words The Twilight Saga.
The Twilight Saga.
And then more words after that.
Part whatever the one that part 2, but the part 1. The one that we said earlier, but part 1.
I'm going to fucking throw a donut.
Try to throw the darkest donut possible into the unlit crowd.
Twilight Saga, the darkest donut.
That sounds like porn.
Or a terrible hemorrhoid medication.
Use new dark donuts.
Okay, you want to throw one then, wise guy? You want to throw a light-colored donut?
An LCD?
Come on, Ngaio.
It's a glazed, eh?
Whoa. Jesus, I mean, that one got lost in the lights. That was like a scene from The Natural. Okay, so Graham didn't know what that was. Can you piece it together, Ngaio?
Please tell me the phrase again.
Forever, like that's gonna help. Forever is only the beginning.
Twilight Saga, Part 5, The Reckoning.
The Reckoning, yeah.
All right, well, so the one we're gonna watch today is called Twilight Saga Breaking Dawn Part 2. So I thought someone by this point would figure out that there was a Twilight Saga Breaking Dawn Part 1.
That's what I said.
All right. Here comes the tiebreaker.
Okay. Buckaroo Banzai in the eighth dimension.
Have we been through the first 4?
Yes.
Okay.
But you never know what's going to happen in this game.
Yeah.
Dave,
Yeah.
what movie has the tagline, "Next stop, the Twilight Zone"?
Oh boy.
It's got to be about a train.
Yeah. The Twilight Saga, Serling the Rod. That's the best joke you'll hear tonight, guys.
Oh, no. What have we done? Hashtag save the Rio. Just when you're not laughing, remember it's for charity. You came here to not laugh for charity. No.
Is it Twilight Zone the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why
That
not?
means Graham is our winner of that game.
Well done. Well played.
Go ahead and chuck a donut into the crowd, sir. That's your
What flavor?
prize for winning.
Pink?
I mean, those donuts are all upside down, like the person who brought them just shook the box. Oh, that was a gentle one.
I'm a gentleman.
Yeah. Did somebody catch it? Okay. I don't think we'd hear if it hit the floor.
They still eat it.
It is a soft donut. But I do like playing movie theaters because they can't come up and say, "Hey, you know, after the show we have to clean up garbage off of the floor." I go, "Yeah, it's a movie theater. You're used to that."
Get used to that. What is this, your first week as a movie theater?
You brand new in the movie theater game? You
Get used to this.
All you gotta do is walk across the front of this room. Everyone here will hear your foot stick to the floor. They really aren't in a position to complain about donuts. But thank you to the Rio Theater for letting people bring them in, because I bet you when you come see a movie here, you can't just bring a box of donuts. I'm assuming.
Unless you brought one for everyone.
That's why they need to save it, because their business practices are so bad. They just let people bring in spaghetti or whatever.
There's a kind of potluck.
Yeah.
Tim Horton should open a movie theater, though. That would be, because then you could get donuts and coffee. I'm the only one would go to the Tim Hortons.
Any movie theater could just do that, I guess.
Okay, fine.
I don't know why people wouldn't want donuts with a movie. I guess because they're sticky.
Depends on the movie.
Okay. Care
Whether
to
or not
elaborate?
you want your hands to be sticky or not. Come on, really? Do I have to lead you? Please. Induction and deduction, right? With your sticky hands.
Yeah,
It
take
would
our
be so
sticky hands
convenient
and
because
show
I'm
us.
used to cutting a
Take
hole
these
in the,
sticky
hands.
the popcorn bag.
Diner? Was that Diner? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, Dinah
Lorraine Bracco.
Mickey Rourke put his dick through popcorn and he never worked in show business again.
He just showed up, did a lot of sex scenes, and then retired.
That was the story.
Yeah, that was the story. I mean, he was in lots of movies after that, but nobody liked him anymore.
Yeah, everybody was like,
Once that
"Ugh,
girl
this
reached into the popcorn and touched his dick.
Well, he insisted
He
on
was
doing
out.
it in every movie. I mean, it worked in nine and a half weeks, but The Wrestler, it was weird. I'm thinking of Mickey Rooney.
Or wait, I think Mickey Rourke says to another character to do that.
That's how it works, yeah.
And somebody else is dumb enough to follow through and put their... What?
Boyd?
Boyd? All right. There's a old person.
They just watched
Diner
it.
heads.
They just
Diner
watched it.
Heads, yeah. That movie was one of those classics that I always thought would be like everyone would always talk about it, and I don't think people today give a shit.
I thought it was just okay when it first came out.
Yeah,
so.
exactly. People got all
People
worked
talked it up a lot.
They sure
Like
did.
it was the movie of a generation, that kind of thing.
People were
Yeah,
like,
it's no
Boyd.
big chill.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was, Gutenberg was hot. But Ellen Barkin's
Hot
great
off
in
the success of Police Academy 3.
Ellen Barkin is great in it.
She
and
is.
Daniel Stern is good, so
That's
here
true.
you go.
Alan Barkin's great.
All right. Let's play Last Man Stanton.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Finally.
Yeah.
This is for all the smarties.
This is where we're going to find ourselves a winner between the three of you, and someone's going to get all of the prizes. And
I hope it's me.
you're not eligible to get the prizes, but you can have any item from the prize bag that you want.
All right.
But you already got some M's.
I do.
You already got some peanut M's. How are you doing over there, Graham? Are you sitting next to peanut
Yeah.
M's?
I'm doing all right. Thank
What
you
is
for
it?
checking
What has
in.
to happen with one for you to have an allergic reaction?
I have to
touch it,
eat it.
Eat it.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
Yeah, I had enough exposure when I was a kid because they didn't have those rules when I was a kid. So everybody just would put peanut butter on their finger and chase me around the playground with it. So I built up a little bit of an immunity.
Okay. So try one.
and you probably are faster than you look. You probably-
I've got a tattoo
you
that
know.
says the same.
once you get going, once you get to third gear.
So several of you reached out to me on Twitter saying that you have a great suggestion for an actor or actress for us to use for this game. So we'll see what the first person says, and maybe we'll need to get a second one. But where is a person on Twitter called Mortimus?
Right here.
Hey, Mortimus.
You actually look like you could be a Mortimus. That's pretty cool. People don't always look like that.
Yeah, he's got his sunglasses on his head, or a shiny head.
He's got a shiny head.
It's a shiny
It's a
head.
shiny head.
Shiny
yeah.
head.
Oh, well.
You've got cotton candy on your face or a beard.
It's a beaver.
He's wearing some sort of helmet.
So why
Why the shiny head?
Why? Just sit back, guys, during this part. I'll talk to the guy in the audience.
all right.
It's not team attack Mortimus. Now you've got a hat with sunglasses on your head? And don't look around. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong guy now. But why'd you put on and take off a hat? Now are you concerned about what Mortimus is going to do to the top of your head? Don't look around. Now I'm talking to you. Why Mortimus?
I made that up.
You made it up. Sounded like an evil person to you, maybe?
Every other name I picked, somebody already had it.
Every other name they picked, so you went with Mortimus. Mordecai was taken. Morty and Rick was taken. So you went with Mortimus. That's a fun made-up word. Because you don't want to reveal anything about your actual identity on Twitter. Are you is it so you control?
No, my name's on there.
Oh, your name is on there. Okay. What's your name?
Justin Moss.
Justin. Okay. All right, Justin. We've had a lot of suggestions over the years for this game. People say they have the perfect one. I say I'll believe it when I see it or hear it. What do you suggest for us to play today?
Donald Sutherland.
Donald Sutherland, the great Donald Sutherland. He does. He's the voice. He's the voice in orange juice commercials. I forget which brand. That's his big thing now. But he's been around for a long time. Do the panelists look confused or scared or concerned? I think they do. So we'll get a second name.
I mean, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Okay, Elliot Gould. All right, so.
Oh, boy.
Because those two guys, they were huge movie stars in the 70s, like top box office draws. It's really, it was an interesting time. But where is Katrina Ninja? Hi, how's it going, Katrina Ninja? That's more fun than Mortimus. Because you took your name, Katrina, right? Yep. And then added ninja to it. Yes, sir. Yeah, good job.
The well-known Canadian tree ninja. This lives in the arboreal canopy of British Columbia.
And what do you think of the name Mortimus? Yeah, oh, we're making a match here. You're both easy to find on Twitter, Mortimus and Katrina Ninja. What do you think, Katrina Ninja? What's your suggestion for a name? Donald Sutherland isn't quite doing it. We need somebody that's a little bit more popular and current. Jim Carrey, oh my goodness. Donald Sutherland, we're not going to hear a peep about him. Because that's a real
Do people think they have to
serious-
pick a Canadian actor?
I think sometimes somebody wrote to me and said, I've got the perfect Canadian actor. And I said, well, that won't be fair to the American players. But then again, most Canadian actors, all of their titles are the famous ones. Their titles are mostly American movies. But
Yeah.
anyway, Jim
Lorne
Carrey is
Green.
what's that? So Jim Carrey's a terrific example of someone who got all of his fame after he left Canada, and is in a ton of movies. So I think we're going to be in good
The
shape.
William Shatner of the. I don't know. I had a joke. It got stuck.
So Graham is going to go first, and then we'll go to Dave, and then me, and Ngaio. Take turns.
Okay.
You each have a lifeline. Don't forget about your lifeline. The films of Jim Carrey or another guy. Donnie S.
Well, I'll go with the only Donald Sutherland movie that I know.
That's a great way to approach it.
Yeah.
Get that out of the way.
Yeah. Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's like the guy that trains her or whatever.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
can do both?
Yeah, that's the idea.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I'm sorry. If I wasn't clear, we got two names so that we can do both names.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will do Ace Ventura, Pet Detective.
Wow. Going all the way back to the beginning. I like it. I'm just going to write PD for simplicity's sake. Pet Detective PD. Sounds like its whole department of pet detectives. Okay, I'm gonna go to Donald Sutherland, one of my faves that he's in. It's the motion picture called National Lampoon's Animal House.
So I was buttoning it.
If we're gonna keep it Sutherlandy, how about MASH?
Yeah, MASH, of course.
He's great. He's the pros from Dover.
It's me again?
Yeah, I'll call on you when it's your turn.
Okay.
Graham?
Yeah, thank you. The Mask. Jim Carrey in The Mask.
Okay, yeah, not to be confused with Mask.
Smoke it.
Very different movie.
Very good.
It was a really good impression.
Yeah.
Like, is that why
can't
people like?
repeat it.
Is that why people like The Mask? Because he was so easy to impersonate?
Somebody stop me. Is that good?
Smoking.
It was if that wasn't supposed to be The Mask. That was from Mask.
Rocky Dennis.
Somebody stop my face. Keeps growing.
That was the tagline from that movie.
Yeah, his face keeps growing. And Cher has nowhere to hide.
Breaking Dawn, Part 2.
Sam Elliott is sexy and gravelly.
What do you got there for us there, Dave?
I have Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls.
Oh, aren't you a clever little one there? Ace Ventura. Yeah, and they didn't even bother with a number 2 in there. Because the whole movie was big number 2. When Nature Calls. That actually had some funny parts. Okay, so I'm going to go with The Hunger Games. Yeah, I don't know the titles of the other ones, but I know that one. Hunger Games Part None.
Sutherland's he's got a lot of things.
Oh yeah, he does.
The Italian Job.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Oh shit.
He's Gwen Paltrow's dad. All right.
Oh my God, my sunglasses
Charlize
fell.
Theron.
My sunglasses fell.
Is
and
it Charlize Theron?
My
Yeah.
sunglasses fell, and one of the lenses popped out. Yeah.
You gonna be okay? You need a hug?
No, I'll be all right. I bet you it snaps right back in. We'll find out later.
Next week.
I know how to build a cliffhanger. Podcasts aren't exciting enough. I know how to keep it going. Okay, so Ngaio said what? What'd you say?
The Italian Job.
Oh yeah. Okay, and then Graham.
The Truman Show.
I'm trying to think if there's one that had both of them in it, but I don't think there has been. But I could be wrong. Dave.
Oh, Invasion of the Body Snatchers?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Body Snatchers. That's got Goldblum in it.
That's true.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna say The Majestic.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, because we're
Save
in
the Rio.
because we're trying to save a theater. And the Majestic did not get saved, but we're gonna hashtag save the Rio. Right. Let's do it.
say,
Ngaio.
should you save the Rio? And I say, yes, man.
Yes, man. Very good. Graham.
I'm so drunk.
Just say I'm so drunk.
Yeah.
I'm hella high, dog, so it's cool.
Yeah. I just had a bunch of Smarties, so.
That guy is like he's got to tell the truth about everything, like a character in a movie called Liar, Liar.
Ah, liar, liar.
I want to call him.
But you don't really need to keep talking. We don't really need to hear every thought you have.
I want to call on my lifeline.
Oh, okay. Who's your lifeline, Maxie?
I want to say Maxine.
Maxine?
What do you got for me, doll?
Oh, great one. Eternal sunshine of the spotless mind.
I think she said a turtle sunshine.
Okay, you're out. Mr. Popper's Penguins.
Oh, wow.
The best.
Mr. Popper's Penguins.
Oh, nice.
Mr. Penguins Poppers.
Yeah.
Ngaio.
Me, myself, and Irene.
Yes, of course. We're really getting to it here. Graham.
Goodbye, Donald Sutherland.
Jim Carrey's first film, I believe, is called Funny Face.
What?
Yeah, it was re-released under the name Funny Face. Look it up if you wanna.
What do you think of the other? What do you think its actual title is?
It's like Introducing Janet or something like that, but they retitled it when they re-released it, and they called it Funny Face.
All right. Well, the corrections department is closed until Monday, so. I mean, because they're straight up is a movie called Funny Face, isn't there? Oh, the Funny Girl. It's Funny Girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The Funny
that's Funny Girl.
Got it. Got it. Audience doesn't need to say titles ever. I'm sorry I asked you earlier for your favorite Canadian movie. I didn't mean to. Okay, Dave.
The number 23.
Oh, yes. Very good.
His saxophone movie.
Yeah. I was trying to give you, okay, drunk guy, seriously, couple more, and drunk guy goes out. I don't need to hear from you constantly. But you do need to hear this from me. Because it's funny that nobody's grabbed this one. The incredible Burt Wonderstone.
Ah, of course.
Ngaio.
Was Donald Sutherland in...
That's not how you want to play this game. Because that will be your guess, and you will be out. You can go to your lifeline, or you can be more confident. Because as soon as you say, was he in blah, 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 someone, especially the drunk guy, will confirm or deny, and then you're getting help from the audience.
Fair enough.
Right?
I accept the ruling.
Yeah.
I'll let it stand. But I
Thanks,
forgot the
Judge.
Lemony Snicket, a series of unfortunate events?
Yeah.
A series of unfortunate events.
Yeah. I mean, it's a possessive, Lemony Snicket's a series of unfortunate events.
That's what I said. You didn't hear
that's
my
what you
apostrophe?
said. That's what you said.
Lemony Snicket's, a series of unfortunate
Okay.
events.
Graham?
You thought I was using the colon?
You're gonna be if you have enough M&Ms.
It's all the fucking poutine, man.
Oh my God, I couldn't even right now. I've been all clogged up lately. I can't throw poutine into the mix. Poutine throws off my routine.
Kick-Ass 2.
Oh, I like it. Jim Carrey did not, though. He went on a publicity thing.
Yeah, that's right. He
right
wouldn't
before it
promote
came out, he's like, this movie's too violent. I was like, did you read the script, idiot?
Yeah, you were in it.
Did you see Kick-Ass 1 by any chance? Yeah. And he was the best part of Kick-Ass 2.
Yeah, he was
and the best part of Burt Wonderstone. Like, he's the best part of things lately.
Yeah, that's kind of what he does now. Now he just shows up in a movie.
He's not
and
the lead, but he's
amazing.
the best part.
Yeah.
Okay. Dave?
Has anyone said Man on the Moon?
No, they haven't.
Oh.
All right. Believe it.
If you believe.
He was in the song first.
Man on the moon.
Man on
Yeah, keep going. That helps. Totally helps me.
If you believe poutine messes with Doug Stew.
Oh, if we're going early, Jim Carrey. Earth Girls Are Easy.
Oh! With one of the Wayans brothers, with Damon. Wow.
Yep.
Jeff Goldblum's in that too?
Yep.
Yeah? Ooh, that's a whole lot of sexy. Cat Ballou.
Donald Sutherland?
Yes.
Okay.
Nice.
You guys don't know.
I
Fuck it.
forgot. Yeah.
All I know about that one is Lee Marvin, but I'll take you.
I could be wrong.
I'll take it. You could?
Nope. I'm 100% right. The correction department is closed until fucking Monday.
Oh my God, they're gonna be so busy tomorrow. They're gonna be so
They're not
mad.
even gonna- I don't even want to go to work.
so
Man,
mad
Doug's
at
gonna be
me.
working all crazy.
Graham.
Dumb and Dumber.
Oh, yeah.
What the fuck?
Who are we?
Yeah.
Why did we skip that one for so long? Dave?
The Hunger Games Catching Fire?
Ooh.
The Hunger Games Halt and Catch Fire?
All right, I'll accept it. But I'll also run the table with you.
Oh, dang.
The Hunger Games Mockingjay, Part 1. Ngaio.
The Hunger Games
damn it.
Mockingjay Part 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy. Get some.
Bruce Almighty.
Whoa! Dave.
I'm trying to think of women he dated. Because he dated Lauren Holly after Dumb and Dumber. He dated Renee Zellweger after Me, Myself, and Irene.
Jenny McCarthy's been in some great movies.
Yeah. What's the one about the vaccinations?
Yeah, Vaccinations Don't Work, the movie starring Jenny McCarthy and Jim Carrey with one foot out the door.
It's
He was
weird that
by
he
her
was built
side.
that way.
He was by her side on that whole thing. Like he showed up like on Larry King going, yeah, we both believe vaccinations are bad. And then, he broke up with her and never brought it up again.
The Hunger Games.
Wait, really? I mean, I don't want to help you out too much, but I believe we've covered all the Hunger Games movies.
Did I say the Hunger Games? I meant, what's the one where he's saxophones? I don't have any more.
Thank you for playing.
Thanks.
Very honest.
And thank you for your honesty.
Yeah.
Do you want to throw a consolation donut?
I'll throw one.
Throw a donut. Just, even losers get to throw donuts.
These-
Oh, a double.
Two stuck together.
Daily double. Whoa.
You guys are really going for height on these. We're trying to save the
Sorry,
Rio, not
everyone
break
on
the
the
lights.
sides.
Okay, so Dave is out, so it's
Yeah.
back to me, and I'm going to say, going back to early Jim Carrey, Once Bitten.
Oh, yeah.
Where he plays a guy that gets bitten by a vampire and then joins the mob.
But that's another movie we talked about.
This is like a Frank D'Angelo movie. The Grinch Who Stole Christmas?
Oh!
Yeah, but people are groaning.
Is it the other guy?
What? No.
How the Grinch Stole Christmas?
Shorten it.
No,
The
no.
Grinch.
No, that's
Lengthen it.
coming out
Stole
soon.
Christmas.
Oh, come on, you
There
guys.
is a new one called The Grinch coming out, but the title of the movie's got the possessive at the beginning of
Dr. Seuss's The Grinch Who Stole Christmas?
dark. Well, now I'm just going to be telling you the answer, so that's not fair. Well, do you want to go to your lifeline?
I was going to say, may I have a lifeline, please?
Allison?
Allison?
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Ordinary people. Yes, for Donald Sutherland. Yeah.
Well done. Strength
Okay.
on the bench.
All right, Graham.
Old Jim Carrey movie, Peggy Sue Got Married.
Yes, of course. Peggy Sue got married. I'm gonna go with Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Ngaio is on his own now.
On an island.
No more Allison.
Trilligan's Island.
Donald Sutherland. Lots of movies we haven't done for him. Jim Carrey. Feels like we've hit on a lot of them. Might be something still, though.
No, wait, man. Shh. Don't do that. Don't do that. I thank you, but...
No, there's no reason to thank somebody for...
Well, they want to help.
Cheating.
People have a good heart.
I guess it's a good heart and a lack of understanding of what's
Please
happening.
continue to stall for time. Jim Carrey and or Donald Sutherland were in the movie, henceforth to be known.
Yeah, give it a title.
There it is.
Title of that movie that's got the
under
two
the
of them in
working
it.
title of Mash to the Reckoning. No, he was. That's funny to me.
5 seconds.
Fuck.
6 seconds. Yeah, I have a weird system. 7 seconds. Four.
Shit.
5.
The suspense is killing me.
Ow. It's tough to, a lot of pressure at this point. It's hard to come up with something. Oh, I just thought of one.
Yeah, but you
Nothing-
love
you said
movies.
that one.
I do
Already.
love movies. And
And I just really like them.
we played Jim Carrey before, so I have a slight advantage there, but I also can't win.
Jim Carrey was in. I want to say he was in Hollywood Shuffle, but I know that's not right, so I'm not going to say that.
No. But thank you for playing.
Yeah, I think I'm done, man. I
All right.
tried. Thank you. Graham's probably got one.
Graham's got one.
I've got one, but I'm not sure that I have the title correct. Is the
Oh,
problem.
shit.
Well,
Do you
listen.
want to? You haven't gone to your lifeline yet, have you?
No, I haven't actually. I'll go.
Let's
try.
see what your lifeline has
yeah,
to say.
let's see what the lifeline says.
Where is it?
JFK? JFK.
That did help me to think of another one, I think. But I don't think he's in JFK. He is? I mean, he might as well be. And Graham's the winner anyway, so, okay, we'll go JFK, and then I'll say the cable guy. Back to you, Graham.
Dumb and Dumberer 2.
No.
Wasn't that what it was called?
Close-ish. Try again.
Close-ish.
I think
So
you're very
close.
close.
So
Is it
close.
just Dumb and Dumberer?
So close. Why would it be the same? That would be funny if they just put it out a sequel and called it the exact same thing.
I think you
No,
said
Dumb and Dumberer.
it. Yeah.
Stop saying that. That was the prequel.
Oh, is that the prequel? Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh,
was a
fuck,
pre- there
yes,
was a
yes!
prequel.
Doug loves movies.
They made a prequel.
Even that shitty movie.
It should have been called Less Dumb and Less Dumber.
I think it should have been
That's
called.
the best joke you'll get all night, folks.
It's called "You Paid for This." You're dumb and you're dumber.
What do you think there, dude?
Yeah, I don't know what the name of that sequel. I'm gonna say Dumb and Dumber 2.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Yeah, Dumb and Dumber 2. All right.
But it's spelled T-O-O.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the whole joke.
That's what he said.
Yeah. You totally don't have to see that one. That's the whole joke. Donald Sutherland was in a motion picture called The Eagle Has Landed. Well, and we're at the end of the road.
What's the one with the diamonds? There was a
because-
diamonds one he was in.
Oh, Fun with Dick and Jane?
Oh, yeah.
Is Jim Carrey. But Graham is our winner, everybody! You want to throw a victory donut, Graham?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. And
This one's got cream filling, so watch out. Left side.
oh, whoa, that one.
No longer filling.
Incoming!
That was like a squib.
A lot of people got a piece of that one.
Did you guys bring your ponchos?
That just rained down on everybody.
World over here.
Okay, so who were you playing for there, Graham?
Was it Brian?
Oh yeah, Brian.
Brian.
Yeah, we went to all that trouble of getting his name.
Yeah.
And now we know that Brian is our winner. Come get your prizes, dude.
Give this back to him again. So
Oh,
that-
okay.
yeah, just cycles back forever and ever.
Here he comes, Mr. Doug's prize winner.
You're gonna need eggs to make those edibles. Maybe some milk. Is that what you said? Milk and eggs? Possibly.
Eggs and butter.
Butter,
Probably some
butter.
liquids,
Yeah,
milk.
definitely butter. Allison, we don't have a shithead on the back of your name tag. I want to give you one. I want you to have the consolation prize. So what are you thinking? Just say it loud enough for just me to hear. What?
Mark Stands? Mark Stands?
I was trying to save it for the end. That's why I asked her to say it just loud enough for me to hear. Okay. I don't know who that is, but does everybody hate him or something? It just...
He knows what he did.
It's just a personal grudge? Those are the best. I hope I say it right at the end. Dave Shumka, what do you got to plug here, dude?
Graham and I have a show called Stop Podcasting Yourself. I also made a podcast for the last 8 weeks called This Sounds Serious, which is, thank you. It's a fake true crime show that a lot of people write in and are like, they want to know why what happened with this case, but it's fake. And like, we tried to make it as obviously fake as possible, and people are getting fooled. And I feel so bad every time I have to write back and be like, you're not the only one who believed it, but there's a reason you can't Google any of the characters in it.
Well, if you Google one of the characters, doesn't something come up about the podcast?
Yeah,
Yeah, so
but there's no other, like...
It's like a circle that people
Yeah.
get caught up in. Yes, I know about the podcast.
Yes, thank you, Google.
More about this. I understand that Hearst was a real person, but Citizen Kane... Anyway, so you have the same plug, right, Graham?
Yeah.
The Stop Podcasting Yourself.
Stop podcasting yourself. And if anybody out there is listening that's in Winnipeg, I will be there for the Winnipeg Fringe Festival doing a show called Graham Clark's Not Here. So will I be there? Who knows? You'll have to show up to find out.
I bet that's a hot ticket.
It will be after that
I'm
plug.
going, but he might not be there.
Very metaphysical. You're like the Lauryn Hill of Canada.
Mark Sands?
Sands.
Sands.
Mark's dad?
Sains? What is it again? Sant? Sant? SANTF? DFCTZ?
BLT.
Is this a name or an eye chart?
Accent aigu.
Ngaio, what do you have to plug?
I'm on Netflix right now as the cannabis expert on a show called Cooking on High.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm doing that. I'm going to be at the International Cannabis Business Conference all over the world between now and 2019. And I have a show at the Momo Lounge in Sacramento on July 8th. And then other events as warranted. And follow me on the Instagrams and the Twitters, NGAIO420.
NGAIO.
NGAIO.
420.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There are
love
419 other Ngaios.
Love it. And someone wrote on Twitter that you should get to try the food on the High Cooking show.
Yes, Cooking on
Why
High.
don't they let you eat the food?
Well, I'm the weed expert. I'm not the judge.
Right.
Right. So if you look close, you can see me sneaking bites off of people's plates all the time.
Oh,
Because
okay.
I am going to eat the food. But then also, man, we shoot a few of those in a day, right? So I can't sit
pace
around.
yourself.
Man, if I tried to eat everybody's weed food for 5 episodes in a day, I would be useless by then. And our next strain is the... That would be it. It would just be quiet and telepathic. No, I'm telling you with my mind what my question is. I don't know why you don't know. Hand me the remote.
All right. Well, all of us have to, when promoting this particular episode of the show, use the hashtag #SaveTheRio.
Save the Rio!
Yeah.
Save the Rio.
And thank you for everybody for coming, and stick around for the Benson movie interruption of, what's it called again?
Highlights for
The
children.
Twilight Saga, Breaking Dawn, Part 2, and TOO. And thank you again to all of my guests, Dave Shumka, Graham Clark, and Ngaio Bealum. And as always, yeah, have a donut. As always, that guy whose name I can't get right is a shithead. And anti-vaxxers are a shithead.
Now it's time for Doug to watch another talkie. Eyes of gold, his viewing prowess makes him cocky. There's no room in his heart for you, 'cause